So there's a communication scholar named James McCroskey, and he said if we help one student become more communicatively competent, and that word competent means the communication skills and knowledge, then that benefit of competent communication to society will live as long as that individual does. So that one individual will continue to benefit society through their interactions with other community members. And I personally believe that's why UNCG requires students to take 2 public or speaking intensive courses. Well, my name is Taylor Williams, and I'm a graduate assistant director at the University Speaking Center. And this is a free resource to students that offers consultations to help you with public speaking assignments. Now, our mission is to support speakers with their ongoing process of becoming a more confident and competent communicator through instruction, collaborative consultations, and feedback. And we use the word speaker because our services are not just limited to students, we offer them to faculty, staff, and community members. So you'll hear me say speakers a couple of times. So I want to talk to you about our consultations because this is primarily what we offer to students, faculty, and staff and community members. Face-to-face consultations we offer, and we also offer online consultations. Now these consultations, you'll be meeting with another peer or a student, and we are trained. We use a 5-step speech-making process to help identify where you're at in this speech process, whether if it's brainstorming and researching the ideas or creating that outline that kind of seems tricky, or practicing where you're thinking about vocal delivery, verbal delivery, nonverbal delivery. Those are the type of consultations that we focus on for traditional public speaking assignments. We offer it so that we can work with an individual, if it's an individual assignment, or we can even do group assignments, group consultations. So if you have more than one person, say that group isn't really working too well together, we know some group experiences can be difficult, we can have group consultations face-to-face at the center as well as online through Google Hangout and your iSpartan account. So traditionally, our consultations are broken into phases of the 5-step process. So we have organization appointments where we work on that first step of invention, outlining, style, and then you can move into a practice consultation. This is where you stand up in front of a consultant and deliver your speech. And we'll even record you too so that you can have an opportunity to be your own audience member, which is kind of terrifying, but really rewarding with what you're able to see. We even do video reviews. So say that you've already recorded yourself giving a presentation and you want to set some goals to become that more confident, competent, skilled, knowledgeable communicator. We'll watch that video with you and have a conversation with you about what you think you did well, what you still want to improve on, and give you some strategies to help you reach that goal. So at the Speaking Center, we're not in the business of grades. No, grades, no. But we are in the business of improvement. And that's why we utilize that 5-step process to figure out where you are and how we can get you to a better place. Other resources that we offer is we have an advanced speaker program. So as you move up in your college career and you've gotten a lot of experience with public speaking, we can enroll you into the advanced speaker program and tailor our consultations and our services to your specific needs, whether it's like workshop development, say you have a conference you're going to, say you're already in the career field and you're reporting out or you're doing shift changes and communication's really difficult interpersonally with a doctor or your charge nurse, we can start talking to you about having conversations with you about how to overcome those obstacles and manage those relationships through your communication. So we are an appointment-based resource, right? We will take walk-ins. For onlines, we will schedule you either on the hour or the half hour, but mostly we're an appointment-based resource. And the way you can make an appointment is either coming into the Speaking Center, and I'll tell you the location in a minute, or you can make the appointment over the phone. We do not accept appointments through any kind of online media, so it's in person or on the phone. And we have 2 important policies I want to tell you about. First policy is the 5-minute late policy. So if your session does not begin before or does not begin within the first 5 minutes of your consultation time, we're going to have to reschedule. Because we try to do so much within that 30 minutes or that hour consultation, we need as much of that time as we can get. But we'll do our best to try to reschedule it to the most convenient time that you have available next. And then we have a 2-day policy. So say you have a public speaking assignment for a class, a conference, a group organization, your first appointment with the Speaking Center needs to be made 2 days before your final presentation is given. So if I have a presentation that's due on a Friday, my first appointment needs to be made on that Wednesday. Now granted, you can make that first appointment weeks in advance, months in advance. That first appointment has to have at least 2 days of time between your final presentation. And that's to help the speaker really incorporate the feedback and be able to practice it on their own terms. After that first appointment is made, you can make as many appointments with us as you want, even on the day of your final presentation. So we have a university webpage that has a lot of resources. So say you're a student and you're really familiar with giving speeches, but you have some questions about transitions or attention getters or how to use note cards. We have tip sheets. And our tip sheets are organized in that 5-step process I mentioned before, but we also go into group communication, interpersonal communication, how to facilitate discussion, PowerPoint slides, specific types of speech situations. And they're all pulled from academic textbooks or journals, so it's very legitimate information on our tip sheets. And we're working right now on updating the information. So that's available on our website. We also have a chat box. So say you don't really know what you want, but you know you need help with something specific, you can chat us. And we have a desk manager that tends to that box and will be able to connect you with a manager to make sure that you get the support that you need. For faculty, we offer workshops and orientation. So if it is an on-campus class, you can bring your class in to see all of the multi-literacy centers and what we do, and have a 10-minute presentation from each one of us. But we can also come to the classroom and present a workshop specific for your class needs. And that will be requested by faculty, and you're able to do that on our webpage. Our webpage is speakingcenter.uncg.edu. Pretty easy to remember, right? And the last thing is we have a Facebook and a Twitter. And so every now and then we'll post things about our social events and things that we're doing in the community, but we'll also post articles that we find from Harvard Business Review, Forbes. I'm trying to think of other ones, but Harvard Business Review, Forbes, we'll post them so that we're able to give our community members, not just on campus, but our online community members, as well as community members from across the country, access to this information so we can continue helping support speakers becoming more confident and competent. So I'm going to go over our information on how to get in touch with us. So our Speaking Center is located on the 3rd floor of the More Humanities building, which is on the intersection of Forest Street and Spring Garden Street, right across the street from Old Town. We're on the 3rd floor in room 3211. That's where you'll need to go to make an appointment. Our phone number is 336-256-1346. I wanted to make sure I got that right. 336-256-1346. That's the other way you can make an appointment with us. We have an email, uncgspeaking@gmail.com. So it's not the UNCG ending of the email. uncgspeaking@gmail.com. During the fall and spring semester, we're open Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're open on Friday from 9 a.m. to, I believe, noon. And Sunday we are open from 4 to 8. So we're open 6 out of the 7 days so that we can work with students who might be working full-time jobs or really great at school and really dedicated and want to do these appointments on the weekend. And as to conclude, what I've really learned from my experiences working at the Speaking Center as well as utilizing their services myself is that if you want to master this craft of public speaking, you have to practice the process. And whether you decide to practice the process at the Speaking Center or on your own, that practice will not only benefit you, but society. Thank you.